it and stay hot with VIT Chennai. Feel the rhythm.
तुम सुनो सबको सुनाओ वॉइस इट वीआईटी रिदम तो फील करो मेरे भाई
வாய்ஸ் இட் விஐடி சென்னை கூட சேர்ந்து சிரிங்க சிந்திங்க கவலைகளை மறந்து ரிதம் ஃபீல் பண்ணுங்க
వింటూనే ఉండండి వినిపించే వినోదం వాయిస్ ఇట్ ఫ్రమ్ విఐటి చెన్నై ఫీల్ ద రిథమ్.
ഇപ്പൊ നിങ്ങൾ കേട്ടുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നത് വോയിസ് ഇറ്റ് വിഐടി ചെന്നൈ. ഫീൽ ദ റിതം. കാതോർക്കൂ മനസ്സ് നിറയ്ക്കൂ.
Hello everybody and welcome to Voice It, the very first and official radio club of VIT Chennai. And you're listening to RJ Meghna. So for all those of you who have just finished a very tiring, boring and hectic day and you're looking for a break, something to rejuvenate and refresh yourself, you're at the absolutely right place because we are here to keep you entertained and to get you kicking. So guys, we are living in the 21st century in a world where almost everything around us is changing at an exponential rate. Be it the lifestyle we are following, the food habits we maintain, technology, and so on. But there's one thing which has been stagnant for a very long time, and that is superstitions, myths, and delusions. You know, these misconceptions, or rather myth conceptions, they have a really weird way of wriggling into our brains and spreading through word of mouth and social media. And oh boy, they spread around like fire. So on that note, I welcome you all to my show, Bursting the Mythical Bubble. Dude, I just saw a man dropping a penny from a tall building. He's definitely going to kill someone. I've heard so many people say that if someone drops a penny from a tall building, they're going to kill another person. Bro, did you just swallow a chewing gum? Oh my god, dude. It's going to take 7 years for your system to digest it. Bro, did you know that we use only 10% of our brains? The remaining is just a waste of space, right? How sad. Guys, these are some of the very common myths and superstitions which I've been hearing almost all throughout my life. In fact, some of them have been propagated so well that I would not even think about questioning them. For example, do bulls actually hate red? Now, based on the millions of cartoons, movies and paintings which have been reinforcing and reiterating this idea, bulls are definitely triggered by the red color. But sorry guys, that's absolutely wrong. In fact, bulls just react to the motion which is created by the bullfighter of waving the cloth on their face. There's so much information out there which is thrown at us at any given moment that it's so hard to separate the worthwhile from the superfluous and exaggerated facts. Some of it, we do know it to be true or false based on our knowledge base, our cultural background, or the trust we have on that particular source. But what about the rest of the information, guys? It requires a lot of research, cross-checking, and some logical facts to support them and to believe what is right and what is wrong. So on that note, let's bust some myths and get to know the real facts.
Hey there! Are you part of the audience that loves to judge every character's every move or give running commentary during a movie? Well then, this show's for you. Set your reminders for Character Assassination with me, RJ Vandana, every Thursday from 6 to 6:30 p.m. where we can openly judge and break down movies, series and books in a humorous way. Only on Voice It. Feel the rhythm. See you there.
Moving on to our very first myth for the day. Cooking fruits and vegetables reduces its nutritional value. Well guys, not so fast. Both raw and cooked vegetables can be excellent choices. Now, cooking vegetables, they basically alter the chemical and physical composition of the food, but this can either enhance or diminish the nutritional composition of the food. See, essentially cooking vegetables, what they do is they unlock the cell walls of the plants, which provide an opportunity for nutrients to mainly be more prominent rather than being diminished. For example, cooking vegetables, they can decrease the water-soluble and heat-sensitive nutrients like vitamin B and vitamin C. But at the same time, they can also increase the nutrition available through some nutrients and some phytonutrients like carotenoids. So both raw and cooked vegetables, they are an excellent component of a healthy, balanced eating pattern. Because fruits and vegetables in all forms, they are filled with essential nutrients. So whether you like it fresh, dried, cooked or frozen, the most important thing is that you eat your fruits and veggies and stay healthy. So if you are a person who prefers to eat raw vegetables and fruits, then you can probably have it in the form of a salad. Like we have so many salads out there. We have Greek salad, rocka salad, a plain green salad and so on. But if you wish to have it cooked, then you can always trace back to your Indian traditional cooking methods, or you can have it stir-fried or sauteed. So just make sure that you have your fruits and veggies and stay healthy. You drop a piece of candy on the floor, pick it up, dust it off, and pop it in your mouth and proudly declare, 5-second rule established, guys! But, sorry to say, the 5-second rule is just a filthy myth. Because germs, they can actually latch on to your food item very, very fast. And so many universities and other scientists have conducted studies saying that bacteria can actually transfer to fallen food in under a second in certain cases. So the more wetter your food is, the faster the bacteria would transfer. As an example, watermelon, they tested, it had the most contamination, whereas gummy candies, they had the least. So this is actually a kind of a research which first makes you laugh and then it actually triggers your thinking. Now, the risk of illness which is resulting from deciding to consume food which has fallen on the floor, that will basically depend on the factors which could include prevalence, concentration and type of organism or bacteria, the nature of the food, whether it's watery, whether it's dry, whether it's sticky, and most importantly, the nature of the surface. So if you drop a food item or a food particle onto a surface which is very clean and dry, then the amount of bacteria or germs which is going to be sticking on to your food particle is going to be very, very minimal when compared to a food item which is very watery and has a very high moisture content dropping onto a surface which is filled with dust. So make sure you don't always stick to the 5-second rule because it varies from situation to situation.
Hello everybody, you're listening to RJ Meghna from Voice It, the first official radio station of VIT Chennai. Nowadays, everyone likes to travel a lot and wish to be called as bantalist, isn't it? So travel as much as you can, as far as you can, and as long as you can. I do believe it's time for another adventure. Let's begin our journey and then turn it into a storyteller. So tune into my very first show, Yatra Vidhilude with RJ Meghna on every Friday from 6:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. So stay tuned to Voice It. Until next time, it's me, RJ Meghna, signing off.
Moving on to the next myth. Microwaving your food reduces its nutritional value. Now we have all heard about how microwaving food would remove some nutritional value, but is it true? Is something really bad happening to our food behind that microwave glass? Well, I'm sorry guys, it's not true. Opponents of the microwave, they have long propagated the idea that zapping your food is going to make it less healthy. But in reality, this couldn't be much further from truth. The verdict is, if you do it right, then cooking food in the microwave is one of the best ways to retain your food's vitamins and minerals. Now, there are dangers to microwaving your food, like you could get it burnt, or if you use the wrong kind of plastic, which may say that it's not microwave safe, then unhealthy chemicals could seep into your food. But if you're concerned about getting the most nutrition out of what you eat, then microwaving is an indeed safe bet. In fact, it's near the top of the list for nutritionally sound food preparation methods. So if you use your microwave with, a very little amount of water to essentially steam food from the inside, you will definitely retain more vitamins and minerals than with almost any other cooking method. The best cooking method for retaining nutrients in your food are the methods in which the food is exposed to heat for a very short amount of time, minimal amount of water are used when steaming, and the food cooks quickly. And all of these things are achieved easily with a microwave. Therefore, by using a microwave to steam your food, you'll retain more vitamins and minerals than with almost any other cooking method. So next time you're very confused of how to reheat your food, and if you're doubtful about whether you should preheat it on the stove or heat it with a microwave, definitely microwave is your safer and better option. The next myth is something which I've heard a lot of people say, especially when they're planning to buy a new phone. A higher megapixel count results in better camera quality. Now, anyone looking at the cameras the manufacturers have been offering over the past several years, they could easily believe that higher the camera's megapixel count, the better photos they're going to get. But as the old jazz standard says, it ain't necessarily so. See, the only thing more megapixels is going to give you is the ability to enlarge and crop pictures without individual pixels being visible and becoming corrupted. So there are many other factors which can be more important in determining the overall picture quality. So the main factors which mainly influence the quality of an image are the megapixel resolution, the quality of lenses being used, and the sensor's ability to capture light. So if you're using a camera with a very high quality sensor and lenses, but this is reducing the megapixel count, your camera will definitely be able to produce higher quality images than a camera with high megapixel count and very low quality sensors and lenses. So the only reason to buy a camera purely based on the megapixel count is if your goal was to print a very large and detailed intricate image. So additionally, if the megapixel count is increased without increasing the size and quality of the sensor, it can actually reduce the amount of light that reaches each pixel, further decreasing the quality of your photo or image. So next time, while you're planning to buy a camera or a phone with a better camera, don't just look into the megapixel count, but also do consider the other lenses and sensors which are being used for it, because they too have a very important play in the effect and quality of the image that's being produced.
Hey there, you're listening to Voice It, and this is Riddle Time with your favorite RJ Vandana. Now we're going to play a small game, and the rules are quite simple. I'm going to give you a set of riddles to answer and 5 seconds to answer each of them. And let me remind you that the theme of this is simple, stupid and puns. So let's begin with last week's question. What goes all the way around the world but still stays in the corner? I'm guessing that most of you got this right. Yes, the answer is a stamp. If you got it right, give yourself a big round of applause. Otherwise, better luck next time. It's time for today's first question. Let's start with a simple one. What do you call cheese that is in yours? I repeat, what do you call cheese that is in yours? The answer is nacho cheese. Get it? Nacho cheese, nacho cheese. Yup. The next question. What do you get from a pampered cow? I repeat, what do you get from a pampered cow? Stop. The answer is spoiled milk. You get spoiled milk from a pampered cow. Okay, so time for the next question. What do you get when you cross a snowman with a vampire? I repeat, what do you get when you cross a snowman with a vampire? Time's up. The answer is a frostbite. Get it? Frost because snowman and bite because vampire. Okay, so the next question. Why are there so many Smiths in the phone book? Why are there so many Smiths in the phone book? Time's up. This one is quite simple. Because they all have phones. Stupid, right? Okay, so the last one for today. How do you get holy water? I repeat, how do you get holy water? Okay, so I'm going to give you the answer to this one next week. But until then, this is your RJ Vandana signing off, and you're listening to Riddle Time only on Voice It. Feel the rhythm.
Okay, guys, time to move on to the next myth. If you have diabetes, then you cannot consume sugary foods. Don't eat so many sweets, you'll become a diabetic and you're going to increase the blood glucose sugar levels in your body and so on. These are statements which we have often heard around us. But do sweets really cause diabetes? See, sugar alone is not the major factor for diabetes. It's actually your overall lifestyle and the food habits which instigate the situation of high blood glucose levels. And it's very hard to believe, but those who consume refined sugar or sugary foods in large amounts with almost inactive life, they are more prone to diabetes. See, we all enjoy eating sugary foods occasionally, and there's absolutely no problem in including them as a treat once in a while. And for some people with diabetes, sugary drinks or glucose tablets, they are like essentials to treat a hypo when their blood glucose levels get too low. Now, for those of you who ask, like, how much sugar is sufficient for a person like me who follows normal diet? Well, as I said, you can enjoy your desserts and sugar in your tea and coffee as long as it's not making you obese. So the main mantra here is to burn whatever you eat through exercise. Stay fit, stay active, stay healthy. So seek out the burn, and nothing is going to stop you from being healthy and live. The next myth. Eating late causes weight gain. When you eat is not as important as how much you consume or the foods you choose to enjoy, See, your body doesn't store more fat at night or any time or other particular hour of the day. And your metabolism does not slow down in the evening hours. So weight gain is actually more directly affected by what you eat and how much you eat. And it's not just one study, but a number of studies have found that people who eat almost 70% of their calories after 7 p.m. preserved more muscle mass and actually lost more body fat. So no matter how much you eat or what you eat, as long as it's a balanced diet, and if you eat and seek out the burn and lead a healthy lifestyle by going for regular walks, by staying fit, probably practicing yoga and doing other exercises, you're always going to lead a healthy life, and diseases would never dare to come near you. So just stay active, stay healthy, socialize with other people, get to know other people, and lead a healthy life. Have a balanced diet, because in today's world, the most important thing is our health, right? Health is wealth, and we are all getting to know this right now. So make sure you all lead a healthy life and have a balanced diet, and definitely nothing's going to affect you. Coming to the next myth. Charging your battery overnight will damage your phone. Guys, smartphones are called smart for a particular reason. In fact, today's devices, they are so smart that they know when to stop charging, and they'll automatically stop when they reach that particular threshold or that maximum point. So for years, the myth has persisted that plugging your smartphone in to charge while you sleep will harm the phone's battery. It's going to reduce the lifespan of it. Your phone is not going to get damaged even if you charge it all night long. It's worth remembering that all mobile phone batteries, they're in a state of constant decay. So none of the charge is going to last forever. So charging your phone overnight will definitely not increase the damage to your battery or have a negative impact on the lifespan of your phone. So next time, by mistake, if you leave your phone for charging overnight, you needn't worry, because it's not going to spoil your phone all of a sudden. So guys, we have come to the end of this session, and I believe we have really debunked some important myths and superstitions which really needed to be addressed, because These have been propagating certain misconceptions across the society, and it's high time that we rectify them and start believing the true facts. So do feel free to drop in your comments below. If you think that I should address certain myths and superstitions of your choice, do drop them in the comment section and I'll definitely address them in my next show. Also guys, as I always say, cheer up and live a happy life. Live life to the fullest because zindagi na milegi dobara. So stay tuned, stay connected and stay hot with Voice It VIT Chennai. Feel the rhythm. Until next time, it's me RJ Meghna signing off.